Regarding the NYPD and issuing criminal summonses for e-bike riders who violate traffic laws, I don't agree with that. However, I do support their enforcement of having e-bike riders or cyclists adhere to traffic laws. I suspect that this is the only option that they can use right now, because the motor vehicle laws or the traffic safety laws are actually determined by New York State. So I think this is the only option that they have. So I am glad that they are enforcing road safety with cyclists and e-bike riders. I want cyclists and e-bike riders to have to obtain a driver's license. Now, I don't think it needs to be a road test such as for motor vehicle operators. However, they need to be instructed and take at least a written exam to prove they know the rules of the road.
So I believe that not all e-bikes, only certain e-bikes that go above 20 to 30 miles per hour should actually be licensed and then ticketed if they violate any sort of enforcement. I think what we can all agree on is that those e-bikes are similar to mopeds, and mopeds, as we know, are licensed and registered, and there's a whole process for that. So it makes sense to me that we would do the same for e-bikes that go just as fast.
We need a two-pronged approach. First, we need to work with our state partners in the DMV to give license to every single motorized vehicle or e-bikes so people are registered. But second, if someone is committing a violation on our streets, whether driving a moped on a sidewalk, they should get a violation. However, we have to make sure and work with the NYPD that they're not giving this information, especially people who are migrants or undocumented, to ICE. And so we need a comprehensive plan. We already support a resolution to get the state to authorize the DMV to put a license plate on all motorized vehicles.
It makes absolutely no sense to criminalize biking. These are the same violations where we would give a simple ticket to a driver, but in this case now the NYPD is giving a criminal summons to bikers. It makes absolutely no sense. It is completely unfair. Now, that is not to say that e-bike safety is not a problem. We should absolutely do a lot more to make our streets more safer and less chaotic. But that means not criminalizing behavior. It means going after, first and foremost, the delivery companies that are using extremely unfair performance criteria and incentivizing people to drive unsafe. We should also make our infrastructure much more conducive to safe biking. That means more two-way bike lanes. It means more curb extensions to incentivize people to slow down. It means more speed bumps. There's a lot that we could do to make our streets safer and less chaotic, but just simply criminalizing a behavior that we want to encourage more of is not the way to go.